Hello, my fabulous babes. So, this is gonna be my first video on YouTube. Not my first video, but my first video on YouTube. A few days ago, I did on my, I'm having a good curl day. Liking this Monat hair system. Anyway, I did ask the other day on my Instagram, fabulously_glammed, if you girls would like to see another video. A lot of you guys said yes. I asked what kind of video. I still have to film my go-to glam, the look that never fails me with any outfit for any occasion at any time of the year. I will film that, but it was interesting to see what you guys commented. Some people said cut crease, which is another good, because people know I love a good cut crease. So that was another good video to film. I am going to be doing a cut crease, and other people said like spring, colorful. So because of everything that's going on right now in the world with this craziness of quarantine and stuff like that, and I kind of didn't wake up feeling so hot, I'm like, you know what? That sounds like a good video to do. A spring, upbeat, colorful look. Okay, so we're gonna just, I guess, jump right into the video. If you guys go over again to fabulously_glammed, you'll see my brow tutorial on there, a brow prelude of all my favorite brow products, recommendations, my skincare routine, Fabian's skincare routine, and you will see my work glam video on there, which I will figure out how to link all those videos together and upload them on YouTube, on my YouTube channel. So yeah, let's get started. So what I'm gonna do first is I'm gonna spray my face. I feel like I slept with the window open last night, and I feel like my face was, I don't know, just even like with moisturizing and stuff, I feel like it's a little, like it needs a little something. So I'm gonna start off. It would be nice if I opened it, right? I'm just gonna give me a nice little spritz. This is the MAC Prep and Prime Fix Plus with Coconut. You can get any of them. The original one is fine. If you have the rose one, that's fine. Whatever one you have is fine. I'm currently making a habit to drink more tea than coffee, so I've been alternating that. This is the Clinique Moisture Surge Eye 96 Hydrophilic Concentrate. Again, because I haven't been feeling so hot. And I feel like I have a lot of like dryness. I don't know, it like messes you up sleeping with the window open, but then I get like hot and you know. So I'm just gonna put that on the back of my palm. Just like a little dollop. It usually goes a long way. Just want to prep the skin while I go and I do my eyebrows. Oh, grab a snack, because this is going to be a long one. Grab a snack, grab some tea, grab a coffee. So I'm just going to put that underneath my eye. And on the top of my eye. I'm just using a dual fiber. It's actually a crown brush. Any brush lightweight like that. It's not going to suck up all the product. It's perfectly fine to use. I usually tend to, I know they say around the eyes, but I usually tend to bring it like where I bring my concealer. Just to give me that extra moisture. My child's iPad is in the background. Do you hear it? Baby, can you lower your iPad a little bit, please? Mommy's filming. Definitely came out with my attitude. Okay. Put that back. Now let's start with the brows. You guys already know from watching my IGTV, my favorite spoolie right now is on this Benefit Precisely brow. So you guys can just watch along with me. Again, my brow tutorial, I'm going to try to see if I can link it on my YouTube page. So I just start off by brushing the hairs up with a really good spoolie. And I'm gonna go in with the brush of the Brow Pomade, Benefit Pomade, but I'm gonna use my Morphe Pomade, okay? I am in color Latte. I can't stress enough, go over to my Fabulously Glammed Instagram page so you can see the brow tutorial, and it will explain exactly how I do my brows there. Okay, so I'm just gonna... Now in the video I said that the bottom of your brow needs to be super crisp, like. Actually had a lot of fun filming that brow tutorial. And I got a lot of positive feedback on that brow tutorial. Everybody was like, wow, I like sat down and I like took your steps. My brows came out a whole lot better. So I start off, again, I'm trying to make the bottom as crisp as possible with the pomade. And I go in usually 2/3 of the way in, out, 2/3 of the way in, out. I do not touch the front at all with the pomade. I feel like it's a little bit too strong. So now I'm gonna do the same thing on the top. Don't you hate when you have like a good brow day and you're not going absolutely anywhere, but you know what? It's fine. I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side. So that's one brow. See, again, 2/3 of the way in, out. And I connected them at the end. I'm gonna do the same thing on this side. So now what I will do is take whatever's left on my brush and fill in the very tail of my eyebrow. Remember, your eyebrows are supposed to be sisters, not identical twins, okay? So they're supposed to look very similar and have similarities, but they are not supposed to be twins. So again, whatever I have on my brush, I'm just gonna go in. If you end up running out, like you're not getting any more on the brush, just tap it in the pomade. You don't want to pick up any actual product, just tap it. And in my eyebrow tutorial, you will see the measurements of where your eyebrow is supposed to end, where your arch is supposed to begin, where your eyebrow is actually supposed to begin. I give you all those tips and all those tricks in there. That's a scar, just in case if you guys were wondering. So I'm done with the brow part of the pomade part. This is currently my go-to pomade. I do love the Brow Pomade. Don't get it wrong. I just basically hit PM. And I do love the Brow pencil, but I have the click of death. See, nothing comes up. So when those are not available, or depending on where I'm going, I will switch on and off between those and my Morphe. So now I'm gonna go back and brush up the hairs again. You gotta keep constantly brushing your hairs while you're doing your eyebrows. Now again, go over and see my eyebrow tutorial. I'm not gonna make a new one. This is not gonna be a new one. I'm just trying to get through this. Nice feather-like strokes. I tend to leave the beginning of the eyebrows a little out. And the pencil is also in the color Latte. I have mixed Latte and Mocha together as pencils. It depends on how much highlights I have in my hair at the time. It honestly really depends on how much. Just grab my other pencil. Depends on how much highlight I have in my hair at the time. Latte is a little bit more deeper and richer, and Mocha's a little bit lighter, like, I don't want to say a red tone brown, but it does give you a little bit of that auburn hint. So that is a completed brow. I just have to brush through the brow. Now my brows are not unruly. I will have days where they are all over the freaking place. At that point, you can put on a wax. When you're done with your eyebrows, just take a disposable spoolie, roll it around in the wax, and then just comb your hairs. Or you can use clear brow gel. If you have the Anastasia one, you can use that one. If you want to use a tinted brow gel, just be careful with that because you did already put on pomade and pencil, so you don't want it to look too strong. My preference would be a clear one. If you want a drugstore one, you can use the Maybelline clear mascara. That's a good one to use. So I'll basically look at my eyebrows and see where I'm missing anything. All right, eyebrows are done. I just like to brush through them one last time. Just bring down my lighting so you guys can see me a little bit better. I do not have professional lighting or professional camera yet. With time, God willing, I will get all those things for you girls. Okay. So those are completed brows. All right. And I'm gonna go in with concealer. Good old concealer. I'm gonna use my Morphe C1.65. Just gonna clean up the bottom of my eyebrows. Remember, I told you that the bottom needs to be the most crisp. So what I'll do is, and this eyebrow has basically seen this eyebrow. These This concealer has basically seen the end of its days. And I usually do the same thing, the 2/3 rule. I usually don't go all the way in. Now while I am in there, I will already put on the base. I have so many paint pots at home, and I have eyeshadow bases, and I always feel like concealer, honestly, if it is set properly, works amazing and is one of the best things. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take a small flat angled brush, kind of similar to what you would use for your eyebrows. And that's what I'm gonna use right here to make sure I have a very crisp line. I will blend it. It's stiff, but not, it still has some give to it. So I will just go underneath here with this. Because it is on an angle already, that's really gonna help me for a nice, clean, see what I'm saying, crisp line to maintain that. So see, nice and crisp. Nice and crisp. So I'm gonna take my Morphe M173 and I'm gonna blend out my eyes here. Excuse me. If you feel like you need to spray it a little bit, you can. Again, want to blend out that concealer. I absolutely love this brush. Like, I love this brush. There you go, nice and blend it out, okay? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna grab a shade that is our skin color. I am going to use a matte one, a matte shade that is your skin color. So I'm gonna go into my MAC in the Flesh palette. And I'm going to go to the second row, first color. I'm not sure if they still have this color. And it does not, Neutral. It is a matte and it is called Neutral. That is the color that I'm going in with. You're gonna set your entire eye with this, not just the lid, the entire eye. And this is going to help you with your blending. Everything will blend seamlessly because you set that concealer for everything to be able to grab on. Okay. So I decided, like I said, to do the springtime colors. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab a big fluffy brush. This is my BH Cosmetics V5. Okay, so I'm just gonna grab this brush. I'm gonna go into the Anastasia Modern Renaissance. I can't talk today. Modern Renaissance palette. Okay, and I'm going to go into the color Bon Fresco. Now, I want to tell you that I did not pre-plan this look. I'm just winging it at this point. So I'm going to go into my crease with Bon Fresco. Why? Because I kind of want a nice transition color. And again, I'm winging this springtime look. Windshield wiper motions. Windshield wiper motions. You want to bring it all the way in. You want to bring that color all the way in. And you want to feather it out too. Okay, so just don't keep it, don't curl it down. Feather it out. Okay. My kid is too cute. So again, you're gonna go with Bon Fresco into the crease. Windshield wiper motion, you're gonna work that baby. Sorry, my curls annoying me. And you're gonna work it all the way in. Bon Fresco, you're gonna work all the way in. Let me just get you guys to come in here and zoom up with me here. Much better, right? That's what I thought. Again, Bon Fresco in the crease. Do not curl down. Bring it all the way in. And you're gonna feather it out. Feather it out. That color. Okay. Now that we have that base in there. Now you're gonna go in with the color Love Letter. It seems very intimidating, and it is. So, it's not. Just tap it a little bit, okay? And we're gonna go right here at an angle with the same brush from BH Cosmetics, the V5 blender brush at an angle. I do not have my chapstick up here, and it is driving me insane. It is driving me insane. Again, at an angle. See where I held my brush? Right here at an angle. You're going to take, again, Love Letter at an angle and then bring it in. You're going to dab again some more. Dump off the excess at an angle. Bring it in. At an angle. Bring it in. At an angle. Bring it in. Makeup is about having fun. Make sure you have fun. Take your time. As cliche as it may sound, practice. Just seriously practice. I can't tell you how many YouTube videos I used to watch back in like 2008. And that's where my love for all of this started. And I was my best mannequin to practice. So you see how at this point you have it nice and feathered out? Where it just... Sorry for the sounds. So you've already laid a nice base. I'm gonna go in and fix this right here. I don't like the way it's looking, which is fine. You can always go in and fix. And let me tell you something, it's perfectly natural to have that one eye where you feel like behaves well, and then one that you're like, really, you gotta be that kid? Yeah, it's always gonna happen. It's always gonna happen. So let's see how it's nice and feathered out. I'm gonna fix this one. And again, you want to bring that color all the way in tightly. Whatever is left on the residue of your brush. Okay. So now we're gonna go in with the Jaclyn Hill palette Morphe. This thing is so dirty. So we're gonna go in with, let me guess what color? This purple one right here. And on this same, actually, no, not on this same brush. I'm gonna take a flat shader brush. Okay, this is a Wet n Wild brush. And I'm going to spray it because I feel like it gives you a lot more better pigmentation. I'm gonna spray the brush and I'm just gonna tap into it. Wow, this thing picks up crazy, crazy, crazy pigment. This thing picks up. So I'm gonna do on this side first so you guys can see. Start off very small. Like, I'm just gonna put it on my lid, and I'm gonna show you why I'm gonna put this on my lid. And I only put it on the tip of my brush. Remember, I didn't cover my whole brush with it. Try not to bring it up too high. That's also a trick. Start off really small. Really small. Really small, short, soft movements. This way, you can always add, you can never really take away. Until you fill in the whole entire lid. And then you can kind of move in bigger strokes, just so everything is nice and evenly laid on. Just like that. The brush is still damp because I sprayed it pretty well. So I'm gonna go on this side now, okay? Again, nice and short. Nice and short movements. I'm using literally the tip of the brush. Kind of got the hang of it. It's really easy. Once you have it laid down on your whole eyelid, you can kind of go back and forth to make sure it's nice and smooth. Just like that. Now, you're gonna go in, you can go in with that same BH Cosmetics brush. Or, in my case, I'm gonna use the Morphe E27 fluffy brush, and I'm gonna blend the whole thing upward, okay? So let me just get you guys in here more so you guys can see me. Perfect. And I'm just gonna take basically where the purple end, and I'm just gonna blend like this. It's literally just all about blending at this point. And you know what? Sometimes it has taken me like 10 minutes to blend out each eye. I kid you not. Depending on what look I'm doing. And it does not end where the purple see. I want you guys to keep flicking it out, okay? We want that look. And this can be for any eye shape. Any eye shape, that little flick. And just keep kind of bringing it out. But don't worry about anything that's down here. We're going to clean that up later on. Which is why we didn't do our face first before this look. Some people ask me, do you do your face first or do you do your eyebrows first? I typically do eyebrows first. That is my preference. That is what I like. And because it builds the structure, my eye structure, my face structure of how I'm going to do my eyeshadow. That's the only reason that I like to do it like that. And I do it like that on my clients too. And then afterwards, I typically tend to do the face because on my clients, I usually am doing looks where eyeshadow will get all over the place. Do you see how nice that's blending out? Do you see how we started off? And look at how nice this is blending out. Like literally. And again, you just want to keep flicking out. So yeah, so going back to what I was saying. So usually I will do the face afterwards because of the type of eyeshadows looks that I will do. I don't want any fallout for them. So I'll always do the face last. That's just my preference. If I'm not really doing a crazy eyeshadow, I will do my face first and then the eyeshadow if it's very neutral colors. I know the eyeshadows don't have a lot of fallout. I have blended before when my hand has hurt. This is why I kind of like, I mean, if you don't have that many brushes and you only have one big blending brush and you had to use the one that we used to put in Love Letter and Fresco, that's fine. Try to like spot clean it though, like on a piece of Bounty, and then start blending this because you kind of don't want to mix the colors together, the colors on the brushes together on your eyes. Kind of want to use a semi-clean brush. But if that's the only brush that you have, then that's fine. We gotta use what we have, right, ladies? So that is a blended eye. So we're gonna do the same thing on this one. Okay, and I'm just gonna hold this right here so you girls can see. I really appreciate your guys' feedbacks and positive attitude towards me filming and wanting to start this. I've been wanting to do videos and glam on videos and YouTube and help people for so long, and I don't know, I think like this, everything that's been happening with like the COVID-19 and the quarantining, it's like, well, what do you do? Like, I'm not gonna be eating all day. Like, that's not me. I've never been like that, so I can't say never. I used to be like that very long time ago, eons ago, and I'm not gonna ruin the way I look. Just my little person walking behind me. I'm not gonna ruin the way that I look because I'm bored and there's nothing else to do. No, let's find something to do. So again, do not worry about all this craziness down here. Like, don't at all. Perfect. This side took a little bit less to blend. I don't know why. Is that how you guys feel? Yeah, I'm going a little crazy. Maybe not. Okay. This is another reason why I wanted you to have a different brush. We're going to go back in with the BH Cosmetics brush. And we are going to go back in with Bon Fresco. Going to get a generous amount And I'm gonna tap the love letter.
Okay, guys, we're doing something.
Do you hear her in the background? And I'm just gonna go back in the crease. Kind of above the crease, really. Because we want to keep that really pretty Bon Fresco love letter color. We want it to be able to be seen throughout. So I'm going to do the same thing here. Bon Fresco, grab a generous amount. Love letter, tap it. Do an extra tap. Kind of hitting right above my crease, right where my brow bone starts to go up. Okay. And it's a process for this, you know, back and forth, and you got to have patience, and you can't give up, and you have to be like, oh my God, this is looking like a hot mess. Like, what the heck am I gonna look like after this? Like, just don't worry about it. Just trust the process. Trust the process. Kind of blend it all the way up. Okay. Go back in with the Morphe E27, what you use for your purple. Okay. And you just want to give that a rough little blend. Okay. So we did that. I'm going to go in with my Neutrogena wipe. I love these wipes. You can buy them in bulk in like Costco, more than likely BJ's. I'm just gonna put a little setting spray on here. If it's a little dried out, there's what you want to do. You want to go at an angle. See? A nice little angle. You just want to clean up. And go at a nice little angle. Nice little angle to clean up. Nice little angle. Going upwards. All right. What are we gonna do now since we're, you know, completely winging this look? All right. So, what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna go in with my NYC, which they don't really make this anymore. I'm just gonna do a quick liner. Did not do a wing yet, maybe. I'm gonna do this side. Liquid liner is not intimidating. Nothing is intimidating. Go in with that attitude. Remember what I said. Small. Doesn't matter if it takes you 30 minutes. Patience. Small strokes. A steady hand. That's all you need. Okay, so I did a little wing. Just a little one. Kind of want to look at yourself in the mirror and kind of see, making sure that you kind of go out at the same type of angle. And ladies, please start off with a small wing liner first before you decide that you want to do a really big wing. Let me just get up here really quick. And do you know why I say that? It's like I keep saying to you girls, baby steps, baby steps. Go. So we did a little wing on each side. Okay, nothing crazy. We are gonna put on some lashes. We're not gonna leave the wing like that. I'm gonna go in with a Morphe 432 brush. And I'm actually gonna go in with that same purple color down here. Down here. Let me use my handheld mirror. Brings the whole look together. Bringing that color down here. We are gonna diffuse this color in a minute. And if you feel like you need to brush your eyebrow hairs, because I constantly always do that. Now, I'm gonna grab a little bit of that blue. This blue. I'm gonna grab a little bit of that blue. Let's get crazy. Let's get crazy. on the bottom. Don't put it on top of the purple or right underneath the purple. For some reason, I feel like I need the mirror on this side more than ever. Grab the blue. Remember, on the bottom of the purple, on the very edge of the purple. And I'm actually gonna go in with that teal color in the palette. I'm getting a little crazy now. I know. And this is gonna be at the very rim. The very rim, like you're almost gonna put it in your waterline type of color. It's giving me very like mermaid-esque vibes. Again, so the purple is on the lower lash line. That bright blue is underneath that purple. And this teal color, you're gonna basically be almost in your waterline without being in your waterline. We're gonna go in with black eyeliner in the actual waterline to bring the whole look together so it's like cohesive. So, and we're gonna go in with the Morphe Dark Room regular crayon pencil liner. So we're gonna go in right here. Okay. Again, I feel like sometimes I need I just lightly line. And I'm actually gonna tight line up here in the inner rim. Again, I only go 2/3 of the way in. I don't go all the way in when I tight line on the top. And you're probably like, she looks crazy. Yeah, I do, a little bit. I do, but it's not the beginning. So you're gonna clean up the inner corners of your eye because we're gonna need that. And I'm gonna show you how we're gonna need that. So we're gonna need that space a little empty. So just clean up the inner corners of your eyes. Okay. Make sure that they're nice and empty. So now we're gonna work on skin. Move some of these brushes out of the way. I think it's like a mother thing. I'm always constantly cleaning up. So I'm going to take the Nivea Men's Sensitive Post Shave Balm. I love this. Use it on my clients. I use it on myself. I have different primers. This is kind of like when I want it to stay all day. And I combine primers together. If you've seen in my other videos, I do combine primers together. It smells so good. And it gets really, really, really tacky. That same dual fiber brush, the crown brush that we use to put on the Clinique Eye Surge Cream, I'm going to use that same one. And we're going to put that everywhere. And a little bit goes a long way with this. Like, you can literally have one of those bottles, especially if it's just for you. Ooh, you can have one of those bottles forever. Whatever's left, I always do my neck. Don't forget your neck. Perfect. I'm gonna go in with my Morphe sponge, and I am going to go into, I'm actually gonna use, I'm gonna mix foundations together. I'm gonna go in with the Kiko Milano Unlimited Foundation. Kiko. And I don't know if this is meant to be like a dropper or what it is, but usually I just go like this. Now this is my own personal, I do not use this on clients. Just felt the need to tell you guys, because just in case you guys ask. And I'm gonna go in with the Naked foundation. The Naked Skin Urban Decay Naked Skin. So I'll put a few pumps of those on here. And then I'm gonna do is just always have a makeup wipe. And this is in a pounce. Okay. I do like this foundation. I do feel like it gives you like a very demi kind of finish. If you are starting to see now that everything is starting to come together, like you might have looked like a crazy Beetlejuice girl, and now everything is starting to come together. If you feel like your brush is not wet enough, by all means I don't always apply my foundation with a beauty blender. That was one of the questions. Or a sponge, a damp sponge. I do use brushes, but even when I do use brushes, I will finish off the very last, a minute or two, with the sponge, just pressing it into my skin, where most of the work will be done with a brush, and then I'll go in at the very last minute or two with a sponge. Be very careful underneath the eyes to not mess up that beautiful work that you guys did. On the eyebrows, let's grab this handheld mirror. And I feel like when you go in with the handheld mirror, we can really see like where you need to fix things, you know, like what needs fixing, what needs more blending. So I'm gonna go back in with the Morphe E27. I'm not gonna pick up any product at all whatsoever. I'm just gonna blend a little bit. I'm just gonna blend a little bit. I'm gonna go in with this small, it says tapered blending brush 231 Luxie, but I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do with this brush. I'm gonna dip it into the first row, second color, and I'm just gonna ever so lightly, again, 2/3 of the way in, just give me a little highlight. See that? Two-thirds of the way in. Just a little glow. Okay. Now, for my favorite part of the look, I do not know why this is my favorite part of my look, but it is concealer. I'm gonna go in again with the Morphe Fluidity Full Coverage Concealer Corrector. It is one of my go-tos lately. I am going to mix the color C225 and C145. Why am I gonna mix those two colors together? Because this is my original color, the C165. They did not have it in stores. So since I do like to color match, what I did was I took a color that was more or less like my foundation, a neutral, and then I took a much lighter, ended up being a cool tone, but a lot lighter. We're gonna make a V to contour, okay? I'm gonna bring it all the way out. We're literally gonna make a V on the sides of our nose. Super important. This is the cool tone. So what I'll do is I'll put dots. And I usually work kind of fast, especially with anything that's full coverage. I'm gonna use the tip to blend it out. And I will just put a little Flicks Plus spray on there. I'm gonna use my handheld mirror to blend. Now, do you see the beauty of this, how it's all coming together? If you want to use that brush that we used in the beginning, this one, to blend out your concealer, you are more than welcome to do so. Voila. I love concealer. I love concealer. I really do. This is like one of my, well, this is my favorite step. Go down. And you just want to go back to the hairline, sides of the nose. Just working that V. You're not dragging, you're not dragging, you're not rubbing. You're just pouncing back and forth. Go with that brush right here in the corner. Perfect. Now what I am gonna do, right here on my chin, right here, right here, and I'm gonna bring in and blend this. Really blended. And then the nose. I'm just gonna keep blending. Okay. Now what I'm gonna do, yes baby, yes baby. beautiful.
We're going to park.
Good, beautiful.
I love your makeup.
Thank you. I'm not done yet. Say hi.
Hi, guys.
Okay.
I love your makeup. It's all pepper. I love pepper and blue.
Okay,
and
good.
black.
Good, baby. I love you.
I love you.
Okay, let me mommy finish filming, okay?
Okay, here.
Okay.
This is for you.
Thank you, baby. I love it. It's beautiful. So I'm gonna go in with the Maybelline New York Fit Me in the color 30 Cafe. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a few dots to contour. Looks like I'm making like a surgeon line of where they're gonna cut me open for a facelift. I'm just gonna do a little lightness on the nose. I said a little lightness on the nose, and then I don't know how that ended up like that. My contour. A little contour. Same brush, okay? Same brush. Same sponge. Remember when I said in my go to work glam, your bronzer must always be blended up, never down. You're playing with the angles of your face, okay? Just bounce, bounce, bounce. Bounce, bounce, bounce. Bounce, 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 bounce. Did my tea get cold? I think my tea got cold. Now it's like iced green tea. I drink the, what's your favorite tea? I have, I drink Bigelow. I drink Twiggings. Today I have the Bigelow green tea with ginger probiotic. So do you see when you blend it in seamlessly? Okay, you already started your face for a really good contour. Blend, girls. It's all about the blend. And whatever you feel that you see in the mirror that you need to go back, like, it's fine. It's totally fine. Totally fine. Now my nose. I'll squish this. I'm gonna spray this a little bit. Just a little bit. Got Weekend playing in the background. I wish it was the weekend. Today's only Tuesday. Today is only Tuesday. I'm gonna bring in this nose contour. You can use either end. This is why I love this sponge as well as the Real Technique sponge, because of like the different sides. I do have the beauty blender, don't get me wrong. Do you see that? Do you see how I just like snatched my nose? Like, hello, hi. And I already have a button nose as it is, but hello, hi. I want to give my lip a little pout underneath here, so I'm gonna give my lip a little definition. a little gusto. So I am gonna go back in with the Morphe pencil in Latte. Okay, because if I feel like I lost any of my eyebrow throughout this video, we'll go back in. Here to show you the real girls. I feel like there's certain aspects that I need the handheld mirror. Just wanted to go over again. I feel like between the blending, it got a little faded out there. Okay. So now I'm gonna go in with my Morphe E4 brush. Morphe E4 brush, and I'm going to go in with my Nars Laguna bronzer. This thing has seen better days, but I absolutely love this bronzer, as you can tell. Like, love this bronzer. I get a nice, decent amount. Because of my look, I do want a more chiseled, defined contour. Blend upwards. I love this bronzer. I love this bronzer. It's like, and we're gonna go over all the same places where you have the Maybelline Fit Me powder, concealer. And that's a good trick, so you girls know, just get a concealer that's a few shades darker than you for you to be able to do liquid and powder contour. And then when I'm going out, I do like to combine both of them together. Now, since I have, we're gonna take that same and just a fluffy brush. This is just a Cala brush. I bought these at Home Goods or TJ Maxx. Marshalls? Aren't they all the same company? So we're just gonna grab a little. And on that same, we're gonna go in the same direction. I tend to bring it up there. We just want a very snatched look. I'm gonna take this Tarte brush and just blend it a little so it's not so harsh. No harsh lines, remember, no harsh lines. So I'm gonna take my Huda Beauty Easy Bake Loose Powder in Banana Bread. Okay. I'm gonna dip that Tarte brush in there. set that concealer. The sides of your nose, super important, my ladies, because remember we put concealer there. Right here. This has like a nice perfume smell. I don't know if some of you guys don't like that. Me, it doesn't really. We're gonna clean up the we're gonna clean up some of that bronzer. I didn't put it before because I kind of already know the angles of my face. If you girls do not, you girls can put this right before you put on your powder bronzer. So I'll just put it there for the sake of cleaning everything up. And we're gonna leave this there because we're gonna go back and we're gonna fix up the eyes. Great. Nice work. Alright, let's look in the viewfinder. Perfect. Okay, so we're gonna go in back with that really definer brush, M432. We're gonna dip it back in that blue color first, okay? The blue underneath, remember, and kind of feather out the excess up there. Go back in with the blue. ME27. Just flick out the ends. Flick out the ends. It's all gonna be fine, my ladies. It's all gonna be fine. That teal blue color. You can actually mix both the matte and the shimmer one together if you want. We got purple, we got blue, we got pink, we got fuchsia, we have teal, we have all that stuff going on here. The small taper blending brush, we're gonna go in with the very tip, a generous amount into the teals. Little pop of color. Okay. Just get a brush really small and tapered to just go in that corner for your eye shape. Okay. And all I did was just put it in that corner and then just slightly connect it with the one underneath. Hello. Hello. All right. Leave your setting powder there. I'm gonna go in with the Fox Minx Luxurious Lightweight 3D Natural and Soft Balm from Amazon eyelashes. I used them in my other video, the work glam video. On the box it says it can be reused 15 times plus. Well, obviously before I go in with my eyelashes, just give it a rough coat of mascara on your eyelashes, okay? A rough coat of mascara. Don't worry about the wing liner right now if eyeshadow got on it. We're gonna fix all of that once the eyelashes go on. Okay. I'm gonna use the Kiss Strip Lash Adhesive with Aloe. I obviously use the clear. That is what I prefer. We're gonna put a generous amount on here. What I usually do, oh, and eyelashes, how to apply eyelashes are also on my fabulously_glammed Instagram, on my IGTV. Go over there and check it out. I bend these eyelashes. Give it a few seconds. Seconds for it to get tacky, and then I'm just gonna stick these bad boys on. Now, if you saw in the video, I tend to stick in the middle first and then adjust the ends accordingly. I'll usually do the end first and then the front. I'm here to give you girls a beat, a look. Same thing with the other eyelash. Oh, my nose itches. Ooh. Just want to get it nice and tacky. You don't want them fully dry, your eyelashes. Remember, you want them tacky, which is still kind of wet to the point where you can move them around. They're flexible where you can move them around. Or semi-wet, semi-dry. Yes, loving this. Yes, loving this. Like hello. Like hello. Don't worry about where you see the white of the glue. That's gonna dry. So while that dries, I'm gonna go in. Did I even show you? I have two voluminous L'Oreal Paris Voluminous Original and the waterproof Voluminous Carbon Black. So for the waterproof, I tend to usually use that one down here. Just give it a nice little coating. Right? So just now I'm gonna let my eyelashes really dry before I decide to go in, fix eyeliner, all of that good stuff. So while that is drying, be careful with your mascara. Be very careful with your mascara. So while that is drying, I'm gonna dust off all that powder, all that setting powder. Be careful not to blend the eyeshadow that you have down there. And do you see that? Do you see that bronzer? Yes, honey. Yes, serving looks. I did get a little bit of a spot of mascara. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just a spot of concealer. The sponge is still a little damp. So all I'm gonna do, just blend it. And you see, and it's like nothing ever happened. And then with the residue of whatever powder is on our setting powder brush, just go right over that. Perfect. Now, for my favorite part, the highlighter. Just put my brush. And then go in there. Tap, tap, tap. Anastasia and Reezy, of course, because we want to be highlighted to the very gods. At this point, your eyelashes are dry. Don't be scared to add some Fix Plus, honey. Don't be scared. You see that? But you have to do it in a way where you don't see where your highlighter starts, where your highlighter ends. I usually typically put a little bit above my brow bone. I like that little, see how it catches the light? And I'll typically use that when the brush is ready. Do you see that? Cupid's bow is super important. Yes, honey, yes. That same brush that we went in with, just gonna grab a little bit of grab a little bit. I didn't dirty my thing. Just a little highlight. Did you see what that did for that? And just blend it down here. I'm telling you. And Reezy knew what she was doing when she made this. It's just... And I'm actually going to blend it up with whatever left is on my brush. Whatever is left on my brush. Whatever is left on my brush, just blend. Do you see how we started off looking so crazy an hour ago? And do you see how we're looking right now? Like a spring mermaid goddess. You see how we started off? And look at like, do you see that? Do you see it? Because I'm looking at it and I'm just like in awe. Go back in with your NYC liner, whatever liner I posted in my recommendations. The NYX matte liner is fantastic, as well as the Morphe liner. And I like these liners because they dry matte. So I'm just gonna fix my eyeliner. So how do you do that? You just close your eye. Go right over the band of the eyelashes. Okay, because you do want that. Seamless look. To fix the end. Just, you know, a little tweak. Alexa, play Pop Smoke. We started off with The Weeknd and now we're going into a little trap. He was so good. He was so good. Again, you can just go over the band to hide that band, ladies. To hide that band, ladies. Then I'm gonna go in with a liner as soon as I can find it. Spiffy by Morphe. I did not overline the sides only. the dead middle. And right here, just the middle of the bottom. Feather some in. Feather some lip liner in. And on the top, feather some in. I need my handheld mirror again. Lips are lined. Lipstick, we need a nice nude one. I'm gonna use Bare All by Morphe. This is not a Morphe sponsored video. I just truly love their products. Somebody that did not want to do makeup today did a full Be Glam. I'm gonna go in with Chill from Morphe. And I'm just gonna put this in. Shh, I'm filming. I'm filming. I'm gonna put you dead center. Who doesn't love a good nude lip? Do you know what I forgot, girls? And none of y'all was gonna remind me. Blush. So I'm gonna go in with MAC. I wish I knew what color this was. It is a very mauve rose colored blush. I'm gonna go in with my Morphe E3. It's very like mauve-y. Like, and I'm gonna go in with the Tarte. Is it Laughter? No, Parrrttyy. I'm going with the Tarte Parrrttyy. Dip it in that one first, and then in my MAC one. So, smile. I can't believe y'all wasn't gonna let me forget the blush. Just on the apples of my cheeks. Again, this is with the Morphe E3 brush. And I'm going to go back in with Parrrttyy by Tarte. Tarte makes some great blushes, ladies. Don't sleep on them. Don't. Please do not. They make some great blushes. Like, great blushes. I'm going to go in with the excess. Waste not, want not. Alexa, play Cardi B. Just gonna bring that up. And then we're gonna, you can either use either or. Just spray myself with this one. Oh, heck, we use Morphe. Oh, so good. And this is the finished look. See you later, my fabulous babes. Stay tuned for my next video.